There's an iron ring in the wall across the street from my front door. Horses were tied to it. The last horse tied there was probably around 1920, maybe a little later. The ring is still there. So is the wall. So, more or less, is everything else. This is my street, my village, Clugnat in the Creuse, in the dead center of France. This postcard was made sometime around 1905. You can see the Grand Rue, the main street. There are women in black, long skirts, a dog, children doing what children do, and there, on the right side of the street, a covered cart, parked in front of my building. That building is my house. There's another one, a few years later. Same street, a different cart this time. The children have different hats. My house is right there. Here's a third view, the Rue Principale. You can see the corner where the cafe was, Café National. Not there anymore, but the stonework is. I've been here since August of 2023, and I keep finding these postcards of my street, my neighbor's house, a village that thought at some point it was interesting enough to photograph and mail to strangers. It was a busy place once, a few hundred more people than it has now, a market, a cafe, a post office, still there actually, horses. This is my house the way it looked not long before I arrived. The commercial ground floor had been empty for years. The shutters were closed. The gate to the barn is the same gate that's in the background of the old postcards, just farther along in its life. A building like this, in French it's called a maison de ville, a townhouse, doesn't really make sense without activity in it. It was built to be part of a working street. I think of it as waiting. I didn't know any of this when I bought it. I bought a house on the internet during the kind of year when people made decisions they wouldn't normally make. I came from the Intermountain West of the United States. I'm a French colonial reenactor, which means I have spent decades studying 18th century French domestic life for the fun of it. I know how people cooked, what they wore, what they planted, what they ate. I did not know I was going to move into it. I've been doing a little renovation, the sewing room, the chimneys, the garden. There's going to be a wood stove in my chambre before winter, which is appropriate because the original version of this house had exactly that and nothing else. The village has been quiet around me. No one has knocked at the door except one British woman, which I suspect doesn't count. I am by nature a recluse, and I don't say that apologetically. There are ladies in the village who meet on Mondays to do needlework. I intend to go. I haven't yet. I don't know who lived here before me. Not really. I don't know what the buildings on the corner were. I know what I can find in the records and what I can see in the postcards. That's enough. That's more than most people get. I think about that ring a lot. It's a small thing, iron, bolted into the stone. It has survived everything that has happened to this street. The wars, the depopulation, the slow decades when the village got quieter and quieter. It outlasted the horses. It outlasted the cart drivers. It outlasted everyone who ever used it. It's just sitting there, across from my front door, in a wall that's been there longer than anyone alive can remember. I moved into a postcard, and the ring was already in the wall when I got here. I named it Les Feuilles, the leaves. Hung the sign last spring. It's the first thing anyone will see when they come to the door. A name I gave to a house that was already 170 years old.